Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim the Hulk Mercala. I'm very excited to be here tonight for an exciting match. I am joined by none other than a man who is wearing a shirt that you might have seen me wear recently and then called me out on it. He's a wonderful person with great facial hair. His name is Nick Tuig. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you for the bevy of compliments. I return them back to you without actually having to think of them because that's a lot of work right now.
Sounds good.
I'm very excited for this match. You are a great person and a great wearer of shirts, so I just wanted to emulate you today.
Perfect. Well, guys, we have a pretty awesome match here today. It is two 0-1s, but these are not unknown 0-1s. These are pretty good players here. Whether it be Fandom, Warzone, just all around, I think great players. We've got Ruben Colin here, who I believe we've seen play in teams already this season by this point. Coho, yes, he's giving me the thumbs up. I never know the schedule. Nick, he went up against you last season. You guys both broke a points record. It didn't go in his favor, but he still beat a points record and is now back to try to get that win. Brian, on the other hand, 0-1 as well, but still having a great showing in his first match of Fandom. A player who's been known to study and work hard to get his W's. I don't think that's going to be any different here tonight. But let's go talk to them right away in promos.
I'm back. So my last singles match, not so great. I have a lot to prove in this match. I'm sure I can make the excuse that my one loss was against the great Nick, potentially the future Fandom's champion. I can make the excuse I took him to sudden death and I broke a record. But I'm not going to make those excuses. The fact of the matter is that I'm 0-1. And I want to get into a tournament. I want to play this season. And I need a win if I want to play. So straight up, I'm going to keep it simple, keep it short. I need to win this match. Brian seemed like a cool guy, but you have to lose in order for me to play this season. And I don't want to be on the sidelines. I don't want to be on the bench all season long like Nick did to me last season. So I'm coming in. I want to get into this league, and I want to do well, and I want to show everybody I'm a capable player in this league.
All right. I don't know if anybody's actually watching this, if the internet even exists anymore. When we're recording this, we're only on like day 4 of the apocalypse. So we'll make the match. Whether or not you see it, who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun match. We're both 0-1, but don't let those records fool you. I mean, I'm intimidated because Ruben took Nick Tuig 4 questions deep into sudden death, and there's no potential. He's a future champion. He clearly knows his Fandom stuff. Me, Fandom's not my strong suit, and people know this. I have been working hard to try and improve, try and learn more stuff, try and remember more stuff, but it'll be an uphill battle for me. I'm mostly here to just kind of have some fun, but I do hope to get that W. We'll see what happens.
All right, Nick, interesting promos. Both players, just kind of wanting the W. Brian might be here a little bit more for fun, but Ruben says he wants to play and that he wants to get into the tournament, and that means that he needs a W. So we will definitely see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Any thoughts before we get into the match, Nick?
Yeah, I just want to address the fact what Ruben and Brian brought up. Ruben losing has been the greatest thing for my Fandom career. So thank you for that. But, I hope your luck turns around, my friend. And Brian, have a great match. I'm just excited to see what happens.
Yes, I love it, bringing that heelish love into the hosting chair as well. Fantastic. All right, guys, we'll bring you in right now and explain how round number 1 works. It works like this. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 different categories in the realm of Fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point a piece. If you get the question right, you get that point. Get the question wrong, you don't get the point. You got 3 repeats and a challenge rule. If one of the players or both of the players gets a perfect round 1, you will get a bonus question from an unknown category. Ooh, what could it be? Well, we'll find out later if it happens. But guys, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Ready to go.
All right, so we will start right away with round number 1, question 1, which is going to be in the category of Bond, James Bond. In Skyfall, who plays Mallory?
Tim, how are the pipes? You got good singing pipes? You ready to hit me with some Skyfall?
Skyfall.
I don't want you to think of that at the sing. It was the prep. The prep is what got me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with Ruben.
Ralph Fiennes?
I'm sorry, what?
Ralph Fiennes?
He's got it.
Brian?
It's pronounced Rafe Fiennes, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll give it to both of you.
Cool, gentlemen. Your second question in the category of Disney animation. In Pocahontas, what is the name of Pocahontas's raccoon friend?
Last night, me and Maggie got home, and there was a raccoon outside of our apartment, and Maggie was calling it a trash panda, and then it started to walk towards us, and I screamed and I ran away.
Maybe one day the two of you will have a child that will develop superpowers, and it can fight it.
It can become raccoon. Oh, like in that movie. In
the movie.
Did you use her as a human shield? Is the question.
I should have. Pens down. We'll start with Brian.
Miko.
That is correct. And Ruben.
Go.
Perfect.
Miko.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Both correct as we get into your next question, which is going to be in the category of Star Trek. What planet does the film Star Trek III: The Search for Spock primarily take place on?
Maybe once this planet goes to all hell, we can go to this planet. The planet that we're currently on, we could go to this one that's in the question.
It's definitely possible. I don't know if Starfleet would allow it, but I'm okay with it if it's something that has to happen.
I got someone on the inside. We're good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Ruben.
The Genesis planet.
And Brian.
As for Genesis.
Both are correct. We can accept both. All right.
Cool. Your next question is in the category of DreamWorks. In Shrek the Third, what is Prince Charming's job at the start of the film?
What's your favorite job you've ever had?
I used to be a Little League umpire, and I threw out many parents.
That's awesome.
For probably not good reasons. Like, looking at it, they were probably like, this stupid kid telling me to leave, and now I have to leave. But I threw out a lot of parents.
That's really funny. I love that story.
Great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Brian on this one.
No idea, but no blink boards. Janitor.
That is incorrect. And Ruben.
He's an actor playing himself at a dinner theater.
Oh, yeah, we can accept that. All right. So Ruben maintaining his perfect round as we get into your next question, which is going to be in the category of Oscars. Name both Oscars that Joker won. If you were to be nominated for an Oscar, who would you take to the Oscars with you?
Oh, who would I take? Oh, you threw a little curveball there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would take my middle school English teacher.
That's a good answer.
Thank you. Trying to think of who that was.
2.
You were great. Thank you.
Pens down, Ruben. Okay. We will start with Ruben on this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the second one. Best actor in original score.
That is correct. And Brian.
Best actor in leading role and original score.
Both correct.
Excellent. All right, we move on to your next category, which is in the world of DC. In Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn's intro file states that she was an accomplice in the murder of what major DC character? Tim, you ever been an accomplice to a murder?
Not to a murder, but I've been an accomplice to somebody like public urination.
Oh, you accomplished them.
Yeah, I was there. I didn't help them, but
you didn't hold the
urination. But I was there keeping guard. So
you might be holding the hips.
It was Coho and Robert in Chicago last year. 5,
Makes a lot of sense.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Brian.
Again, nothing. Harvey Dent.
That is incorrect. And Ruben.
Well, I know Joker killed Robin, so Robin.
That would be correct.
Hmm.
All right. Guys, your next question is going to be in the category of YA dystopia. Who directed Insurgent? Both players rushing to the board.
As if there is some sort of extra points for getting the answer written quickly.
There might be. There might
be.
be. You never know what
no
happens
issue with
when Coho's not here.
Right?
What was that?
I said you never know what
Nothing,
happens when Coho's not here.
I'm probably going to butcher it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Ruben.
Okay, Robert Sawinski.
Can I see your... Okay, and Brian.
Robert Schwenke.
Okay, both correct. All right. Nick,
All right.
give me your next question.
Your third to last question, try ultimate perhaps, is in the category of apes. In Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes, what year does Mark Wahlberg travel to the future from?
Oh, I love it when we ask about years, dates, times.
It's very potential that this movie depicts what our future will become.
You never know with viruses spreading, the dots moving on the maps.
Yep. I think it's going to be dogs, though, not apes. Calling it.
Pens down. We'll start with Brian.
You travel from 2010?
That is incorrect. And Ruben.
I think I'm thinking of Logan. It's 2029.
I'm sorry, what do you have on your board?
29.
2029. I think of Logan.
That is correct.
Mm.
Oh, is it? Oh, I think it's the same then.
Ooh.
I'm not sure, but that is the correct answer to the question we asked. All right. Your next question is in Middle-earth. In The Return of the King, the film opens with a prologue about what character? Are you humming some Howard Shore there?
No. I just had a little something in my throat.
Let it out. We need to hear you sing.
There's not really any lyrics.
That's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Ruben.
It's mainly focused on Smeagol, but Steagle as well.
Yeah, we can accept that, Brian.
Gollum.
Smeagol / Gollum.
Yeah, that's what specifically what we were looking for, but we'll accept Ruben.
I think it'll count.
Okay. And Nick, give him the final question.
I will do. It's in the category of just look at Tim's shirt. Marvel. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, what does Peter say he washed to turn the laundry red and blue?
Earlier tonight, Caleb Coho expressed to me how much he loves this movie, and every time he does, it hurts my soul.
Oh, sorry.
5, 4.
With all the toilet paper gone, I went and bought all the laundry detergent. So
1.
I'm good.
Pen down. All right, we will start with Brian.
A flag, an American flag.
And Ruben.
Flag.
Just say flag.
I feel like I can't just accept flag. I need American flag. I can't accept Ruben's answer. I'm just gonna give it to Brian for American flag. Unfortunately.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. So at the end of round number 1.
Well, question. So if we put things. Can I ask a question about that real quick?
Sure.
So if we put things in parentheses, are those being looked at? Because he had his in like parentheses.
But he still wrote American flag.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we were looking for American, because specifically the red and blue. Otherwise, you could put any flag. Like there's lots of types of flags. So unfortunately, can't give you just flag. We were looking for both words there. So
that's fair.
Not a problem. So okay. So at the end of round number 1, we are at Ruben in the lead with 9 to Brian's 7. So this is a very close game going into round number 2, which is going to work like this. It is the oh so lovely wheel round. So we have a wheel from wheeldecide.com. Whoever's in the lead, in this case it is Ruben. They're going to choose whether they want to spin first or second. If they don't like what they land on the first time, they can choose to spin again, but they got to keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points. If you want to go to multiple choice, you can, but it devalues the question down to being worth 1 point. Everybody still has 3 repeats in the challenge rule. The categories on tonight's wheel are Wizarding World, Disney Animation, Worlds of DC, YA Dystopia, Marvel, Disney Live Action, Star Trek, and Middle Earth. Ruben, you are in the lead. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first, actually.
Okay, so Ruben going first. His spin is away, and it lands on Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
It's like 2 things to scare me out of this on the wheel. And you know what? Yeah, I'll spin again. I'll risk it. Let's go.
Okay, Ruben spinning again, risking it. And he lands on, it was good for him, spinner's choice.
There's that biscuit.
I gotta
again,
go.
Your options again are Wizarding World, Disney Animation, Worlds of DC, YA, Marvel, Disney Live Action, Star Trek, and Middle Earth.
Okay, let's go Wizarding World.
Wizarding World. Okay, so Ruben, I will give you your questions in Wizarding World. Actually, Nick, can you go ahead and give questions?
I can totally do that. All right, Ruben, your first question, worth 2 points unless you go to multiple choice. You know the rules. What magical plant can create a potion to restore people who have been petrified?
It's mandrakes.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What is the profession of Henry Shaw Jr. in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if he's running for this or not, but I'm just gonna go for senator.
Senator is correct for 2 points. Your third question, which is also coincidentally your third to last question. Who stole the Elder Wand from Grigorovich as seen through a flashback in Deathly Hallows Part 1?
Gillick Grindelwald.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. How many actors have portrayed Albus Dumbledore?
I feel like there's some kind of like catch somewhere.
4.
I'm gonna go ahead and do 3. Final answer.
3 is correct for 2 points. And your final question to sweep the category. In the Order of the Phoenix, where did the trio hold the sign-up meeting for Dumbledore's army?
The sign-up meeting? You can't repeat that. That's fine. I think it's first time it meets, or yeah, I'm just gonna go for it again. Hogshead.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, so Ruben sweeping that round, getting his total up to 19. Brian still trailing with 7 as we get into Brian's spin at the wheel, which is away. And Brian, your spin lands on Disney Animation. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'm not terrible at it, but I need to do really well to even stay in this game. Let's chance it. Spin again.
All right, chancing it and spinning it again. It worked out for Ruben. Will it work out for him?
No, it won't.
It's opponent's choice. Ruben, your options again to give to Brian are Disney Animation, Worlds of DC, YA Dystopia, Marvel, Disney Live Action, Star Trek, and Middle Earth.
I can't see anybody preparing for this. Let's go Disney live action.
All right, Disney live action it is. Brian, I will give you your questions in Disney live action. All right. Are you ready, Brian?
But it isn't going to be.
All right, your first question in Disney live action. Why was Irv Blitzer disgraced from the Olympics in Cool Runnings?
I don't know how specific you want.
I'm looking for a broad answer, really.
He cheated.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. How does Jerry Barreter die at the end of Remember the Titans?
Give me multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, a sports injury, B, he was shot, C, a car accident, or D, cancer.
Car accident.
That is correct for 1 point.
Should have gone with my gut.
All right, your next question. Who voices Shere Khan in the 2016 live-action remake of The Jungle Book?
I think I know it. I'll take a chance. Idris Elba?
That is correct for 2 points. All right, we are now on to your fourth question. Who directed Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides?
On Stranger Tides was... Oh, wait, am I wrong? Shit. Go for it. Is it Rob Marshall?
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Disney live action. What was Gordon Bombay's job before coaching the titular Mighty Ducks in The Mighty Ducks?
I think I know. What's the score? 19-14. Shit. I'll take a chance. Lawyer?
That is correct for 2 points.
Wow, a lot of chances being taken.
Yeah, so Brian making his way through that round, getting his total up to 16 to Ruben's 19. It truly is anybody's game as we get into the next round, which is round number 3, which is oh so dreaded betting round. This is how it is going to work. We are going to give you guys a category. You are then going to have to choose whether you would like to bet 0, 1, or 2 points on that category. Once you have revealed your bet, we will ask the question. If you get the question right, you will win those points. You get the question wrong, you will lose those points. Everybody still has their 3 repeats and a challenge rule. Any questions, guys, as we get into round number 3?
Nope.
All right. Your first category that you are able to bet points on is going to be Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
And 0, 1, or 2, is that correct?
0, 1, or 2. All right. So we will get bets starting with Ruben.
2.
All right. Ruben going big on this one. Brian.
2.
Also going 2. Okay, guys, your question in Star Wars. In The Rise of Skywalker, what is the name of the planet that the Emperor is hiding on throughout the film?
Fuck.
Look at that little sneak in because Rise of Skywalker was put on digital.
Well, it would have come out on digital today anyway. So.
Right.
Oh, dang, I was not expecting that.
Me and the Macaw rewatched this film.
Oh, lovely.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Because I'm interested in what he said, we'll go to Brian first.
I'm just making up words. Dakar.
It sounds very Star Wars even. That's incorrect, but we'll go over to Ruben.
Hopefully I'm pronouncing this correctly. Isn't it like Exegol?
Can I see what's on your board?
Exegol.
Yep.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yep.
All right. So
How do you pronounce that? I'm just trying to
you
remember.
pronounced it correctly. Exegol. Yeah. All right. So with that, Brian goes down to 14. Ruben goes up to 21 as we get into the next category, which is going to be the category of YA dystopia.
Young adults in a dystopian world. Again, I know I've made many of these jokes, but this could very well be our near future.
That's accurate. All right.
I haven't put mine down. Sorry.
Okay. I'll just need a bet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right. We'll get a bet starting with Ruben.
All right. I think this is a mistake. I put 2.
Okay. And Brian.
2.
Finishes.
All right. Nick, give them their question in YA.
Will do, gentlemen. In The Maze Runner, who is the leader of the Gladers?
Both went to their boards very quickly, Nick.
They should have called this movie Glade Runner 2049.
Whoa, shit! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Ruben
Albie.
and Brian.
Albie.
Both are correct. Both gaining 2 points on that one. We now have Brian with back up to 16 to Ruben's 23 as we get into the next question, Nick, which is going to be in the category of Pixar.
Sure, I just read it, but I'd be happy to read it again. Unless
I forgot that you just did, so that's Pixar is your category. All right, so we will
What was
get
the score again? I'm sorry.
It is 23 to 16. All right, getting bets in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, get a bet starting with Brian.
1.
All right, and Ruben.
0.
All right, Ruben going 0 on that. Brian betting 1. Your question, guys, in Pixar. Who voices Queen Eleanor in Brave?
Eleanor is my grandmother's name, so hello, Nana.
That's sweet. My grandmother's name is Sonia. And Mary is my other grandmother. Mary Kay, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. 5. I still have a great grandmother that's alive, and her name is Phoebe. 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Ruben for stats.
Yep. Emma Thompson.
And Brian.
Emma Thompson.
All right, so Brian getting 1 point. And then I'm just making sure that, because there's 2 questions left. So.
Technically possible.
Yep. Okay. So the next category that you guys can bet points on is scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. You're going to need bets in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll get a bet starting with Brian.
2.
Going 2, and Ruben. I'm sorry. Okay, 0. Okay. So, Brian, this will be for you. Ruben, this is for stats for you.
I got this one, Tim.
Nick, you take it.
All right, your question in the category of scores and soundtrack. Who composed the score for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? I think there should have been a Part 3 at some point.
You wanted them to split that book up, maybe make the epilogue an entire film.
Yes, just a little bit more.
That's fair. I do like these movies.
They're lovely.
I do like 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, strange having that 0 points, but that's okay. We will move on and ask the question again anyway. Nick, ask the question.
Sure. Your question. Who composed the score for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Nick, I'm truly astounded he really wants those stats to hold up.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, man. At this point in the match, if I'm betting 0, I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care, like 5, 4, 3, 2.
Listen, I'm 0-1. I gotta take what I can to make my record look better.
All right, for stats, we will start with Ruben.
Alexandre Despot.
And Brian?
Even if I got it right, I've already lost. So why not have some fun? Junkie XL and Trent Reznor.
And your winner, Ruben : the answer was Alexander Desplat. The final score of 23-15. All right. Well, Nick, what a match.
What a match.
Oh, I didn't mean to throw out Brian. But what I always do that. God damn it. What do you think of the match, Nick?
Thought it was a great match. I think most people would think Brian was mounting some sort of a comeback most of the time, and I think he did that honorably. But at the end of the day, Ruben just had too much in his head that he was willing to say in front of a camera and the entire internet.
That is accurate. That is 100% true. We will move in to post-match interviews, starting with Ruben. Ruben, how do you feel about getting your first win in Fandom?
Well, considering the fact that I'm here with 2 people that knocked me out recently, I feel great. I am trying to obviously become one of the best in the Fandom League, and I'm trying to prove my my skill. And that's what I came here to do. I came here to first just win this match, regardless of the opponent. I knew I was a good opponent. I just wanted to win, get into the tournament. That way I can at least play this season and go from there. And eventually I'm looking at you two playing you guys in singles eventually because I want some vengeance. But yeah, I felt great. I feel bad for Brian. Opponent choice sucks. Spinner's choice sucks. But he did really well on opponent choice. So good job to him.
Yeah, that's honorable words there to give to your opponent. I'm excited to see what you do in the next in the tournament. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a fun tournament for sure. Both Nick and I will be there. I did enjoy the fact that you said that you wish to see us there without your partner Joe, because you know that you can't beat us with him. That was very sweet of you to say there, Ruben. But no, all jokes aside, congratulations on your win. We'll look forward to seeing you in the tournament. We'll see you next time. And we are going to move over to Brian Michaels. Didn't go your way today, but honestly, like Nick said, you played actually really well. You got opponent's choice. You got stuck with a category you maybe weren't excited about. You played your way through it pretty damn well. How do you feel about your performance today?
Actually, I thought round 1 I held in there pretty good. I mean, I know he outscored me, but I held in better than I thought I would. Round 2, it's the whole thing, spinners and opponent's choice is going to work against you. But I actually worked my way through opponent's choice pretty well. I actually didn't hate the category he gave me. But knowing all those Harry Potters, just sweeping the category, it was an uphill battle in round 3. So I kind of had to bet more aggressively than I otherwise might have. And I almost watched Rise of Skywalker on Saturday. I wish I had now because I have forgotten everything I knew about it. But, he obviously knows his stuff. I mean, I think he's going to do well in this league. As far as against you guys, I don't know about that. But I think he'll do well. And I guess I'll be back again this time next year and try a third time.
Yeah, I don't know what the future looks like for you. Maybe Caleb Coho can shed some light on that. Caleb, can you?
Hi. Well, there's only one other 0-2. And his name is Nick Carley. And I know one person on this call has a lot of experience with said Nick Carley, but I think that could be a fun match, potentially.
All right, so there you have it. You heard it straight from the blue-haired mouth that you might be facing Nick Carly in the near future. We will see. But Brian, again, I think you played really well today. Go your way, but I mean, congrats on a good performance nonetheless. So we will wrap it up right now, Nick.
We will.
Final thoughts on the match.
Final thoughts on the match. Brian, in the future, if ever you hear yourself saying, I'm going to take a chance, that means you probably have the right answer, my friend. So good luck with that going forward. Ruben, good luck going forward. I think you should be hoping you don't run into the two hosts of this call. But if that is your wish, then we shall grant it. But great match played. Happy to be a part of it. Tim, take us home.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of Fandom Fights. Again, that was winner Ruben today, and unfortunate loser Brian. That was Nick. That was a quick Caleb Coho there. I hate this part of StreamYard. I have been Tim Verkala. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, have a good one.